What is happening, people? Welcome back to day 28 of the 30-day reseller challenge. We've only got 2 more days to go. We have sold 33 items. I'm not sure of the value. We'll do some totals down here, and at the end I'll talk about it, but I probably won't, so you'll just have to count it as you go along. I'm going to show you what's sold because there's some nice variation in clothing, there's some nice variation in footwear, etc. So let's just get straight into it. Next up, we have another pair of trainers from the £3 a piece bundle that I got at the car boot. This pair is sold for £27.50. I am clearing these out left, right and centre. They're selling well, but I'm also taking big offers on them because I need to get rid of it. I've mentioned it loads of times before. We've got lots more footwear to get through, so let's just clear them out. Next up, we have a pair of Lopes. These are the Buckingham. They are an 8.5. These ones are wingtip brogues. Very, very good condition in general. Like they've been resold here. Maybe the heel needs a resole, but in general, pretty good nick. A couple of scuffs on the front, and then there's a little bit of fade in here, but with a nice little polish up, I think they'll do okay. We had these listed for about 55, I believe, and somebody offered us 42, based on the fact that they're going to need a good polish, and hopefully the scuffs will come out. We'll take that all day long. So for £42. Lopes are a fantastic thing to pick up. They have loads of different variations, and if you join the reseller group, I personally did a call based on formal footwear, which I think is fantastic. So if you want to learn, then that's the place to be. Next up, we have some cat working boots, Caterpillar, by the way. These are leather. I don't think they're not steel toe cap or anything like that. Caterpillar isn't the most desirable brand in the world, but again, we picked this up from the trainer lady at £5 a piece, and we sell these really semi-consistently on Vinted. People just like cheap boots like these. Yeah, £18 on Vinted. Next up, we have this chunky knit Superdry. It's the only thing realistically from Superdry other than the leather jackets that do sell. This is like the Aztec-y, Navajo-y style ones. Very similar to what I talk about with the denim supply stuff. This is sold for £35. Yeah, and this sold on eBay for £35. So we'll take it every day of the week. This isn't normally something that you pick up loads and loads, but occasionally you'll find some like this that do sell relatively well. Next up, I thought I'd show you these. These are the Suzuki leather trousers. We recently sold the jacket on Vinted, and I'm not 100% sure if it's the same buyer, to be honest with you. These have got the knee pads. They've got the knee padding, and then they've got the, like when you bend, what's the lean, it's like lean padding, so like when you lean, and then also it's got some flat padding as well, which is nice. This is sold for £48, and again we paid £14.50 for both. So we have sold it on Vinted for 48, and we sold the jacket on Vinted for 60. So we've done £108 on it, and we paid £14 all in for both of them, so that's fantastic. Next up, we have a Rafa cycling bib. This is like an all-in-one shorts, not the leggings, so they do ones that have got super long leggings as well. They are also desirable. These sell relatively well all year round. These sold for £35, and again, we wouldn't have paid more than 10. These sorts of things with Rafa always do really well. The cycling gear in general just does really, really well. Next up, we have this Bowden jacket. It's a moon tweed. As we all know, this is the thing that we sell. These are the blazer jackets. This one's got a nice check. It's green, it's pink. It's got I think it's called the window pane check on this one. Really, really nice. Sold for £45 on eBay, pretty much instantly within a couple of days. So again, these are the ones that are selling like fire at the moment. Next up, we have this Shuffle quarter zip, half zip jacket. This is the one with 3 different colours, and it's just got Shuffle written across the front. We priced this one up at around 50, I believe. Somebody offered us 37 pounds and 50 pence on Vinted. We took it, to be honest with you. Again, I wouldn't have paid more than £10 all in for this, so £37.50 we'll take. Next up, we picked this up for £5 on Vinted all in. I think it was priced at £2, so really, really cheap. It's just a Fred Perry. It's got the twin tip, which is the 2 lines across here. This was a special edition Fred Perry made in England, sold for £25 on eBay. Next up, we have this Burberry skirt. Cost us, I want to say, around £12 all in. It's sold for £55. This is what I was talking about, Novacheck. You want this. This is basically, you just want this on anything and everything, when it's shirts, blouses, dresses, skirts, jackets, coats, literally everything, bras, and also like swimwear. We've sold like a swimsuit before for 65, like used. So this sort of stuff flies out. This is a vintage, and it's a really small size, maybe like a size 8, I think it was. And this one does have some damage to it as well, and we still managed to get 55 on Vinted. Next up, again, I think we get one of these sales pretty much every day at the moment, but this is £33 for some Sahara lightweight barrel leg trousers, wide leg trousers. These are pretty much a staple in the summer. And then again, as I previously mentioned, with the weather coming up the way it is, it's harder to sell them, but we're still going to get 30 to 35 for them all day long. Next up, we have this Gudrun dress, and the same applies to this pretty much as the Sahara trousers we've just had. It's linen, it's a summery dress. We're never going to get top dollar for this, maybe 40 to 45. But we have managed to get £35 out of season, so that's still fantastic. Next up, Vinted, £45, Bowden blazer, moon tweed, same thing applies. These things fly. This one I think is a size 16. It sells really, really well. These things just fly out left, right, and centre, as previously mentioned. Next up, I picked this up for myself actually. It's a Scarface hoodie. It's a double XL. It's got really nice like Scarface embroidery on the front, and then same on the back with some extra print. It's Scarface and Shoe Palace hoodie. No idea what the collaboration is there. And I genuinely was going to just wear this. I paid £8 at a charity shop. I put it through the wash because I had some marks. And then somehow it ended up onto the pile of things to be listed. It got pictured, it got listed, and it sold for £40 and 50p. Next up, we have this 100 stars kimono. It is the short variation. They do some long ones, they do some duster coats, they do some trousers, they do blouses, all of this sorts of stuff. The kimonos for me are the ones that sell the most and the fastest, but they also do a lot of other things that sell really well as well. This is sold for £40. Again, when it's coming out in the summer, these are less likely to be purchased, but we can still get 40 when we're normally aiming for 50 to 55. And if you can pick them up cheap enough, they're still flying out. This is a members only Jean de Basque jacket. It only sold for £28. The bigger, puffier ones do a lot better. This sold for 28. We'll take it. It was a cheap pickup, maybe about £8 all in. Next up, we have this Rad jacket. The Rab logo on the front has come off, and there's some padding movement around. We tried to throw it through the tumble dryer, but it needed to be washed first, and it didn't really need washing, so I was kind of like, meh. We checked it up for 35. Somebody offered me 30. I accepted it. This jacket in excellent condition would be closer to 45, but sometimes you just got to let stuff move. Next up, again, Gudrun. This is a jumper. They're not really well known for this sort of style of jumper and stuff like that. It's a big boxy version, which is kind of what they're known for, but this is like a basic stripe. There's no patterns or anything like that. Still sold for £30. If this had a bit more colour and a bit more variance to the pattern, it would probably be closer to 40, but yeah, a bit more plain on this one. Next up, we have a Gudrun coat. I've never picked up a Gudrun coat before. In good condition, I believe. This is off to Germany, and it's sold for £40. This is what I'm saying about the pattern and the colour. This is kind of more what you want for them from Gudrun. It's a bit more colourful, there's more variance in the pattern, and we've got £40, and it's going to Germany, which is cool. Next up, we have a Toast shirt. This is just white cotton, plain. It's sold for £40. I believe this is going GSP as well somewhere, I'm not 100%. Again, nothing special from this Toast, but we still managed to get £40. Next up, this has been a bit annoying actually, and we've had loads of offers on this, really low ball ones. And then somebody purchased it for £60 this morning, and then they instantly cancelled the order, which is always annoying. We listed it again straight away, and somebody sent me another offer of £50. I double checked to make sure it wasn't the guy that bought it for 60, because I was going to block him anyway. And it wasn't that guy, and we just accepted the offer for £50. It was up for, I want to say, £69.99. Yeah, so super happy to get rid of this one finally. It has got a few marks on it and stuff, so yeah, definitely for £50 we'll take it. Next up, we have this lightweight shacket jacket shirt. It's a super lightweight thing. This is from Pretty Green. This brand in general has had a bit of a demise, in my opinion. With the Oasis tour coming back in, it's had a bit of a resurgence, but maybe we're a little bit too late to bandwagon. I've got a few other pieces from Pretty Green that just aren't moving at the moment, and this one only sold for £29.36. So in general, I'm avoiding it unless they're super cool pieces. They just don't do a huge amount. I've got one at the moment that's like a all over Union Jack print, like it's blue, red, white. It's really, really cool. But I don't know whether it's going to sell anytime soon, just based on the fact that the brand's kind of fallen off a little bit. This right here is a terrible sale, and I'm happy to admit it. As I have been in this series of videos that we've been doing, I've been pretty brutal and honest on a lot of the things that I've sold. If they're shit, they're shit. That's just the way it is. This is shit. It's a Tulshan sweater cardigan. It's sold for £15. They do some cool stuff, so like all over print knitted stuff. They do some like funky like patterns and stuff like that. This is none of those things. It's not nice. It's not good. It's not even like cottagey corey or anything like that. It's just awful. Next up, we have this Dewberry like bomber jacket. Dewberry is a fantastic like horse riding brand. but you've got to have the right piece. It's got to be associated with the equestrian world, I would say. Or I think I've sold one before, like a really like quilted, but it's more like a barber quilt, which kind of makes sense for being outdoor. This is only sold for £25 and we've had it for too long. But in general, you can get some good money for Dubarry. The boots specifically, Gore-Tex boots, knee-high boots, those sorts of things do really, really, really well. But yeah, this one didn't hit the mark. Next up, we have two England shirts. They are different buyers, but I thought because they're a similar piece, I'll show you. We've had both of them for a pretty long time. This one sold for £15, not good. This one sold for £42.49, but still not that great. I think I paid £15 on Vinted and it's taken an absolute age to sell. Profit wise, we'll take it. Actually, no, this was a £3 purchase at the car boot, so that's actually not too bad. But yeah, both took a long time to sell. England isn't exactly like the best in the world, but £42.49, £15. So we sold this on Vinted. It's a Ghostbusters jacket. Sold for £21. I paid £7. Not a good flip. Stay away from it. It's from Lootbox, which is a company where you buy like random loot boxes. Every month they'll send you a different one, and this is part of the clothing for it. But it just didn't hit the mark like I thought it might. Next up, we have this Cezanne shirt. It had some rips to the armpits and stuff. The condition was not there. Otherwise, it would have sold for 35 plus. This is sold for £20. Yeah, condition was just the reason why this didn't sell very well. Next up, we have this Patagonia gilet, sold for £19.99. In general, Patagonia has fallen off for me massively. I don't pick it up as much anymore. This still sold for £19.99. It's a relatively old order, big label, old number. You know the score. This has taken some time to sell. I think it's been re-skewed. So basically what happens is when we take a bunch of stock out that's really old, we'll decide whether we're going to keep it or not and re-skew it and then re-put it back into the system. This was one of those items. It is a Laura Ashley dress and it sold for £45, which is actually pretty good. And I don't know why it took so long to sell, considering it's taken all summer, not sold, and then as soon as it starts getting cold, somebody's decided they want a vintage Laura Ashley dress for £45. Next up, we have some Akai trousers. You know the score. These sold for £24.99. I don't know why we let these ones go a bit cheaper, but maybe it's just because we've got so many bloody pairs of them. We do actually need to get rid of them all. We've stopped buying them as much anymore because people are pricing them a little bit more on Vinted. So yeah, hopefully we'll start falling on our stock and we'll get rid of them all eventually. Now this is better. This is a double order, multi-quantity. Was this on Vinted or eBay? Vinted. So this was a double order on Vinted for £52 for 2 more pairs of Akai trousers. This is the last order. This is a triple order from one lady. She got this polka dot toast dress, which is not synonymous with what toast would do, as you can tell. That's super lightweight. This is a Lucy and Yak corduroy penny fold, which again is quite an interesting combination. And then here we have a really, really nice black label or purple label Ralph Lauren dress. This was the most valuable of the 3. I think the other 2 were around 30, and then this one made up the rest of the price. But it's a triple quantity order of £119 and 25p. So we're super happy with that order. She is also a repeat buyer before this. She's already purchased 2 items off us as well. So she clearly has followed the store, likes what we're posting, likes what we're putting on, and she just keeps coming back and buying more. So that's really good. Right, that's everything gone. 33 items, and it's £1,109 and 34 pence. That's what we worked it out to be. So we're super happy. Again, back-to-back days, back-to-back £1,000 days, which is fantastic for us. This is what we want to aim to achieve. But further down the line, to be more consistent, we need to get closer to 30 listings a day to really make that happen. But whenever we hit them, we're obviously super happy. If you haven't already, go and follow the reseller group on Instagram and also check out our Patreon. It costs $19.99 a month, but the people in there, the community that we're building, and also the knowledge bank of things that are going on in there. We've got 9 calls a week. We've got hundreds of hours of previous content that you can watch at your leisure. There's so much going on in there. It's fantastic. So if you haven't already, definitely go and check that out. Appreciate you watching. Day 29 tomorrow, and then I've got a special video for day 30 on Wednesday.